Okay, you got full body workouts if you're looking to work out 3 days a week. 4 days a week, you've got an upper lower split. And for 6 days, you've got the push pull legs. But we skipped over 5. What if you want to work out 5 days a week? Or what if your schedule allows for 5 days a week? Unsurprisingly, there's a split for that too. And that's right, it's not a bro split. Let's go. Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your boy John Mango and I'm here representing Beyond the Iron, where I drop weekly fitness content helping you get your goals faster and more enjoyably. So if you're interested in doing that, then consider subscribing. Now, if you stay until the end of this video, once I explain a little bit about this split, this style of split, I'm actually gonna lay out a full 5 days a week example split that you can actually pick up and start using today and modify along the way. So if you're interested in hearing that example, stay until the end. And also I wanna say that I have made a video on all those other splits that I mentioned before, except for the bro split, so you can check those videos out up top there. And by the way, if you want me to make a video on why the bro split could be beneficial, leave a comment below and I'll do that. Now with that being said, let's talk about this split. So the 5 days a week split is going to work something like this. It's called a hybrid, or at least I like to call it a hybrid, because it's going to start off with, let's say day 1 is an upper body day, day 2 is a lower body day. After that you can rest or go immediately into the next days, which is push pull legs. So the reason it's called the hybrid, as you see, is because it's a combination of the upper lower and the push pull legs. This is because obviously it's not an even amount of days, so we split it up this way. However, this is actually an amazing split for a few reasons that I'm going to go into. It is worth noting, by the way, because you may be wondering, what if I just do, legs and shoulders, chest and arms, and back and whatever else was left? No problem. You can fit it in however else you'd like, but this is the most optimal way to split it up, again, for the reasons that I'm going to go into now. Also, I do want to reiterate that if you do upper, lower, rest, push, pull, legs, rest, that's one way to do it. But maybe if you only work out for the days throughout the week, I know a lot of people do that, what you could do is simply group it all together. So upper, lower, push, pull, legs, rest the whole weekend. Okay, so that is an option as well. Now, the very first reason why this option is amazing is because the same reason that most of the other splits are good too, and that is frequency. Okay, so frequency, very important if you're looking to build muscle, develop strength, and get the whole package really. So this is the reason why the bro split is ineffective, is because protein synthesis, in other words, the process that means building of the muscle and strength for that matter, is only elevated for about 48 hours, max 48 hours after you've hit that muscle. So that's why it's ineffective to only hit the muscle once a week. And in this case, we're able to target and essentially hit all the muscle groups twice a week, which is awesome. Now, the cool part about this split is the hybrid component. So you can actually set this up to maximize both strength and hypertrophy at the same time, instead of having to really focus down on one. And this is how you would go about doing that. So in those first 2 days that you've got the upper and the lower day, what you want to do for the sake of condensing time and condensing volume into that time is you can go at higher intensities relative to your 1 rep max. So in other words, we can make these power or strength days, okay? Upper strength, lower power, and then the other 3 days later, the push pull legs can be all completely geared towards hypertrophy. In other words, higher reps, lower weight in relation to your 1 rep max, okay? So this is how you can get the best of both worlds. And how you're gonna do that is on those first days, so the upper and the lower, you're gonna focus on the biggest massive compound lifts that you can do, the bench press, squat, pull up, deadlifts, rows, that kind of stuff, shoulder press. So you're only going to focus on the compounds there. You're going to put in either no accessory or very little accessory, again, for the sake of time and for the sake of hitting an entire half of the body effectively for strength purposes. And for those next few days, that's when you can tack on a little bit extra accessory or isolation exercises, because again, this one is going to be packing a lot more volume into a shorter amount of time, since you're doing higher reps with less weight and less rest in between. Not only that, of course, there's split up so you're not hitting the entire upper body, but instead all the push muscles, chest, shoulders, triceps on one day, all the pulling muscles, back, rear delts, traps, all that on the next day, and legs again will be on their own the following time. So this is why the 5-day-a-week split is awesome. So, you know, you'll still get enough frequency to where you can hit a certain lift twice a week, or really focus on that muscle group and hitting it within different rep ranges, which has been shown to be beneficial, okay? Because typically, let's say we have somebody like a powerlifter that trains in very low reps all the time, since they are going for a low rep when in competition. The issue is actually the strength doesn't necessarily translate into the higher rep ranges, okay? So the same thing goes the opposite way. If you can bench press, you know, 225 pounds for 20 reps, but you're always bench pressing 20 or more reps, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be able to put as much force output when it comes to a 1 rep max, or a weight that's closer to your 1 rep max. In other words, higher intensity. So with that being said, this split maximizes both the strength and muscle, allowing you to work in all different rep ranges, and I'll show you how you can do that with the example workout next. So if you stayed until this point, thank you so much. I know it was a short video. There wasn't much to cover. Again, I covered all this frequency and other splits, and, you know, getting volume in and intensity in my other videos, which you can again check up in the top right hand corner right there, and you know, go into depth with those. They've done very well, and you know, you've got tons of information there. The 5-day, not many people will do this hybrid split. They'll generally fall under one of the other ones, but in this case, let's go ahead and break down an example split you can do. So let's go ahead and start off with day 1, which again is going to be an upper body day. Now remember, we're focusing on just massive compounds with low reps and heavy weights. So you're going to start off with a flat bench press first, a barbell, for example. And of course, you can modify this however you would prefer or you like. So flat barbell bench, we're going to start with 5 sets of 5 reps. After that, we're going to go into some sort of row. Okay, that could be a T-bar row, that could be a bent over row, something like that you want to go for 4 sets of 6 reps. After that, we go into a standing overhead press for 3 sets of 7 reps. And at the end, like I said, you can add some accessory that are going to help directly with 1 or 2 of those lifts. And if you want, you can add core at the end as well. Next up, day 2 is lower body day. We're going to start off with a barbell back squat. We're going to go 5 sets of 5 reps. Then we're going to go into a conventional deadlift, or a sumo, or whatever variation you would prefer, but a deadlift of some sort for 4 sets of 6. After that, we'll go into a lunge or a hack squat or a split squat, something like that, for 3 sets of 7. Finish off with a couple accessory like calves. Okay, on my last video, people are always wondering, well, what about calves? You can throw calves in as one of the accessories, a hamstring curl if you like, and even some core at the end. Next up, we should rest, and then you could go into push day 1. Okay, push day 1. Now we're focusing on a bit lighter weights in relation to your 1 rep max, but higher reps, more volume. So we'll start off with the incline dumbbell bench press. We'll go 3 sets of 8 reps for that. Then we'll move over into a chest fly. You can do dumbbells, you can do cables, you could do a pec deck even, and for that you're going to take 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Next up after that is a standing dumbbell press, which you'll do for 3 sets of 10 reps, and that's pretty much it. Add 2 accessories at the end of that, and that could be something like a lateral side raise. Remember, this is more of a bodybuilding / hypertrophy style workout, so like lateral raises or some sort of arm exercises, and of course you can add core at the end if you have the time. Next up, we're going into a pull workout. Okay, so back biceps for the most part. You're going to start off with weighted chin-ups or regular chin-ups, whatever option you need, and for that you're going to also do 3 sets of 8 reps. Following that, you're going to pick some sort of row machine, chest supported row, and you're going to be doing 4 sets of 12 reps for that. Right after that, you'll do some cable pullovers for 3 sets of 10, and after that you can add another 2 accessories, 1 for back, 1 for rear delts, 1 for triceps, 1 for traps, 1 for biceps, anything along those lines. Okay, there's a lot of playing room with the isolation. Pick ones that are going to target the areas you want to build specifically, and tack on as much or as little as you need or can according to your schedule, your timing, and all that. And the last day, of course, is legs, the second leg day. This one more hypertrophy based. You're going to start with a front squat. You're going to do 3 sets of 8. After that, you're going to go go into lunges or leg press for 4 sets of 12. After that, you're gonna go into lunges for 4 sets of 12 reps on each leg. And to finish off, you're gonna do a leg press for 3 sets of 10 reps. And then again, throw in calves if you want, throw in some hamstring curls, a little bit of accessory here and there, even superset the 2 like I like to do, and call it a day, okay? After that, you can rest again, or if you were combining all that into the first 5 days of the week, rest the next 2 days. And that is a great way to start off your split. You'll make tons of progress, especially if you're coming from a bro split or one that isn't very structured. You're gonna notice some great gains from that. So I just wanna say thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you found this video helpful. Check out the other content on the channel to help you in making progress towards your fitness goals. Thanks so much, John Mango, Beyond the Iron, and I look forward to seeing you in that next video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out.